The brother's asking how, if it's to a non-Muslim family member or friend, how can we turn it into invitation into Islam? I think many of the teachings that we have, whether the verses we mentioned or the hadith, about how to reflect and look into positivity of things like that, that in itself is an invitation. Because Islam focused on this in detail, for the Muslim to accept these things when they come, these calamities when they come, for us to accept them when they come. So the ayat we mentioned, and there's many other ayat as well, and the hadith we mentioned, and several other hadith about how to deal with these difficulties and calamities when they come. And you might find a lot of them, find this interesting. The fact that Islam focused on this, because this shows you how complete Islam is. Because it's just not to go to the masjid, mashallah, pray, everything's going to be good. Sometimes things are going to get bad. There's going to be things in life that you want and you hope for, but it's actually bad for you. This is what Islam teaches us. So these type of things, inshallah ta'ala, I think, and it could be very beneficial in giving da'wah. Like I said, when the brother talked about his experience with inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un, then we talk about the verse, his family was killed. And the positivity and the acceptance of what happened to his family, it was da'wah, it was pure da'wah to these non-Muslims. They were, I told you, they were in awe. At the end, the guy was just kind of silent for a minute, and he was like, this is amazing. He said, I don't know how you can be so patient and so positive after such a calamity, and how you can accept it so much. They were so impressed. Even the non-Muslims who called in or sent in text messages about the program, they were all like, wow, they said, it's just amazing. And how he could accept it. So this in itself is da'wah. Also, when they see us go through the calamities, the difficulty, and they see us implement this as well, this also is a form of da'wah, inshallah ta'ala. So this is, I think, one of the ways we can benefit from that. And I've even seen times before. One time, I had some business deals that I had set up. And for me, and it would have made me enough money for probably like half of the year, all the things I had set up, mashallah. And all I needed to do was get some paperwork done, and I would have had the deals, alhamdulillah. The paperwork didn't come through, so I lost the deals. It didn't change me at all. We had one of our non-Muslim relatives with us in the house at the time, and she was on edge. She was like freaking out, like, oh my God, what are you going to do about the money? I was like, Qadar Allah wa ma sha fa'al. I was like, it wasn't meant to be. If it was meant to be, all the paperwork would have went, because we did everything we had to do. So if all the paperwork had went through, I would have made the deals, and I would have made the money. But the money wasn't written for me to have, so alhamdulillah, I have to find another way now. But it didn't didn't affect me at all. And I just went on the everyday schedule, and she was like, wow, that's amazing. How can you be so positive after you lose a business deal? I said, alhamdulillah, it wasn't meant to be. So if it was meant to be, it would have happened. So this is how we give the da'wah, and from the teachings of Islam, and how we implement them ourselves.